Okay, class, today I'm going to show you how to make the staff sling. You've all been working on your pouches and making the pouches. You've done the straight stitch all the way around. You've done the loop stitch all the way around. You've secured the rope into your fabric. Okay? Now the next part is actually attaching it to your pole. So here's the first step that we need to work on as far as attaching it to the pole. We need to find out where this is going to be balanced the best. Okay? So what I do is to try and find the way that this thing folds so it's somewhat symmetrical, so that if I were to make a couple of cuts and attach it, the ball is going to fit in here and it's not going to fall out. Okay, so I think the best angle to do this is going to be like so. So I'm going to come over here, make a cut like this on both sides. Whoa. Okay, we have got a cut here and a cut here. And what I'm going to do with the rope, you'll have about an arm length of rope. We'll mend up both sides. A little fire.
Fire. A little bit of fire.
Shh. Come through and I'll cut it in half. It doesn't have to be totally perfect. There you go. I'll burn those two ends. Then I'll attach it with quick 2 half hitches. This side, on this side. Try not to waste too much rope with your knot. This side. Here. And here. And voila. We have the sling portion of the staff sling. Okay? And so you could use that and throw with it right now. So now the staff sling itself, we have a pole. All I'm going to do is tie a simple knot to this end here. Nothing fancy. So that it's just attached like this. And the next thing is I'm going to get this piece of wire, straighten out maybe probably about 3 inches or so. Doesn't have to be exact. 4 inches. Cut it off. So you got your piece of wire. I'm going to slide this in underneath the knot until you have about 1 inch or so sticking up. And then if you've got a lot left over, you can take that leftover wire and crimp it and then curl it around like that. Okay, so here's an up close. You can see what that looks like. Okay, so now you just grab some of the ever-present and wonderful duct tape.
Can I have pretty duct tape?
Can you what?
Can I have pretty duct tape?
Pretty duct tape?
Yeah.
Sure.
Sorry.
This is Brooke's sling, and she is.
I want pretty duct tape.
I'm using hers as an example. Okay.
I'm not picky. I just like
All
pretty.
right, please. Okay, remember, So what I want to do with this is make sure that the rope is coming out the same direction as the needle, okay, as that wire. So I come through, I start to secure it with the duct tape, give myself about a good 6 inches or so. And then I'm going to wrap this nice and tightly. Like that. Close up of what that looks like. So this is now almost attached. It's almost finished. The last part is we need to figure out how to get a loop in this side and make it so that it is balanced. So when we put a ball in here, both sides are equally balanced like this. Okay, so if I bring it up to the top, you can see I've got this much rope in order to tie a knot with. So I'm going to try and tie a knot with that much rope and get this to work. Okay. So I'm going to do what's called a loop knot, an overhand loop. Come through, and this should be really close. There we go. We tangle just a little bit. Okay. See how that's not it's not balanced. I have to retie this knot. So come back. Take up some slack. It's kind of a process of trial and error. Took up way too much slack there, so let's try it again. These guys are determined to make lots of noise while I'm making this video. But you're doing pretty good. I appreciate it, class.
All you can see is your goatee.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay, well, as you can see, just getting this balanced is going to require you to tie this knot several times. So let's go back. Let's try and do this from the beginning. You have this much. Hopefully this is the last try. Good enough. And there's your staff sling.
Yay.